We have glanced in this film at the past and the present. But naturally you're thinking, what of the future? So for the next few minutes, we're going to indulge in just a little fantasy. Our technicians have already given us the world's first regular high-definition television service. They are going to give us much greater flexibility in program production and are going to carry these programs further and further afield. But no one can definitely foresee the future. So we feel quite safe in giving you now our quite unofficial impression of things to come.
Firstly, let me welcome viewers in the West who have now joined us here in London. Secondly, let me admit that we are frequently accused of being over-frivolous in these television variety programs of ours. We now therefore proudly present an item in a rather more serious vein, a cameo of Cervantes' hero of classic Spain, Don Quixote de la Mancha.
I'm looking for a knight to fight. Do you think that I might find one? Not too old and not too bold. I wouldn't mind a blind one. I'm fed up to the hilt with searching for a tilt. I've scoured the firmament in my search for a tournament. But woe, alas, and lack a day, I fought with a windmill today. Of course, you know, knighting's not what it used to be, not by a long way. Sir Lancelot and Lady Guinevere would never have believed it. Why, only this morning my squire got a letter from the Squires' Union about his dues. Hey-ho, oh, hey. I'm looking for a knight to fight. Quite right of me to do so. I want one bright and slightly tight. I'm as lonely as Robinson Crusoe. Now, I wouldn't care if he hadn't got hair and was slightly second degree. But I simply must find a knight to fight. Oh, woe, a day like is me. Of course, you know, it all happened like this. This morning I turned to Sancho and said, "See there on yonder hilltop, there are 13 monstrous giants whom we must attack and vanquish in the fair name of chivalry." Quoth Sancho, "Nay, master, they are not giants, they are but windmills." Quoth me, "Oh, 'tis plain that by their magic their disguises have deceived you. I shall attack them." So saying, I set me spurs into me faithful Rosinante here, and hot lick was at them. Alas, he was right, I was wrong. They were only windmills. Hey-ho, oh hey. I know I'm quixotic, not very erotic. It's practically senile decay. But woe, alas, and lack 2 or 3 days, I fought with a windmill today.
From the old world to the new, from the classical to the modern, from siesta to fiesta, from Don to Senorita, from the ridiculous to the sublime. or rhythmic rumba, we think the proper sequence is a very slight, tuneful number.
The man who lives next door to me is rich as rich can be, and through his wealth, as you will see, he missed his golden opportunity. Miser, miser, counting gold. What you gonna do when you grow old? Miser, miser, kids all say, that old man will give a dime away. Miser, miser, you're getting worse. Now shake all the months from out of your purse. Miser, miser, take a chance. Spend a few coppers on a romance. Bye, bye, Shylock, bye. You'll be richer by and by. My, just you try. Then the gold won't pass you by. Miser, miser, growing old. Never took advice when you were told. Miser, miser, it's too late. Someone else is knocking at your gate. Miser, miser, why don't you stop counting your silly old gold? Don't you know that there are more important things in this world than money? Why don't you go out and see a movie? See Mickey Mouse. Yes, that's right. That'd make you laugh. And you'd be quite nice looking if you smiled. And maybe some pretty girl would smile back. And next thing you know, you'd be knocking at a door with a bunch of flowers and... Oh, but what's the use? Bye, bye, Charlotte, bye. You'll be richer by and by. My, just you try. Then the girls won't pass you by. Miser, miser, growing old. Never took advice when you were told. Miser, miser, it's too late. Someone else is knocking. Can't you hear the knocking? Oh, you missed your chance. A big romance. Someone else is knocking at your gate. Miser, miser, you're too late.
As your cameo, feel very embarrassed at having to admit that my vocabulary is too inadequate and unsophisticated for the task of announcing the last item in this program. But I can and will say, ladies and gentlemen, song without very many words.
Yes, well, don't stand there sniffing. Use your handkerchief.
Haven't got one.
Yes, you have. Everybody's got one. Don't talk so. And now, Freddie, I've had a special request to play a violin solo.
The fiddle,
Yes,
yes.
and I want you to accompany me.
I come with you.
All right, now, of course, rather slow. Out! Fool, I mean the piano.
Finished?
What do you mean finished? I haven't started yet.